Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Ish. We're here at Kiss Bay Boys and Girls Club called their clubhouse. And I got a special feature for you today. I got some staff members. Been harassing them for a long time. So, we got about 20 minutes before the kids rush in here. So this podcast may be delayed by an emergency opening of the clubhouse. But for now, they're here. So introduce yourselves, please, from my left to my right. This is my left. You go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's hard to get good help here.
Yo, stop violated.
Go ahead. Please.
My name is Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Ish.
They all know me as the podcaster, so please don't say my name like that. Okay, Alyssa, you need to give me more information. People don't know who you are. I'm Alyssa. I work on the junior floor. Boom, 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 boom. I do these clubs. I do this. I do that. I've been here 2.5 years. Give me some history.
I've only been here
4 months.
a few months.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean that you don't do nothing. You need to know how you helping out in the clubhouse.
Yeah. I do Smart Girls.
Important.
And I work on the junior floor.
Okay, for those that don't know, our junior floor basically consists of members that are, I guess, ages 10 to about 14, 13?
Yeah, 14.
From about 10 to 13. So she works with the older members. And to my right, you see him. No, you don't see him yet, but you'll see him when I put the YouTube up. He's also known as, he has a whole bunch of AKAs, but we'll leave that for later. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Lewis. I'm a mixture of Brad Pitt and who else?
Brad Pitt and Donald Trump.
No, you would have thought. That's not a laughing track. That's clapping.
I was going to hit you off with this, but my finger's too long. It went on the wrong one. Okay, so we know he's a mixture between Brad Pitt and Donald Trump. So he's basically somewhere in between that.
I work on the cadet floor.
How long you been working here?
I've been working here 3 months, right?
Yeah.
But I've been a member here since they opened the building.
Okay, so he's been a member here for a while.
I'm good at this, right? You know what I mean?
Okay, so you work on the cadet floor. Tell them what the cadet floor is.
The cadet floor consists of the
younger members.
The younger members.
I got to school this kid.
From age 6 to 9.
Thank you. So you're getting them in first timers. You're getting the young ones. You're getting the ones that you helping with homework all the time. The ones that you have to sometimes do dual language, which is a big deal here.
So I basically do more work than she does.
No, it's not about who does more work.
I'm kidding.
Everyone's job is important, so that's not the reality.
It was a joke.
It wasn't a good joke.
You were supposed to click on the button.
No. We don't joke about people's work here. Everyone's job is important. The guy that cleans, his job is important. Okay? I used to be one of those guys. I know. The guy in the front door, he's important. Okay? I dropped the bomb. Nobody
you were supposed
else
to do the clapping one. Wow, this guy.
Please don't tell me how to work my podcast. Okay, it's your first time here. I got 84 of these under my belt.
Yeah.
Please don't work with me. Is that a good angle? Am I looking good? We actually working on a good camera angle here so we could get everybody in.
Julio's poor arm.
And yeah, that's my man. What you call him? Muscle milk. So that we could start putting it on YouTube. Also, people have been asking for the podcast on video, so. You'll have that soon. Maybe this will be the first one. It all depends. This could be shut down any second now, so I don't really care about them like that. So tell me something. Come on, guys. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. I know you're all new to the company. I know you've been here for a while. But how do you feel about what's going on in Kiss Bay Boys and Girls Club this year? Don't go jump.
I feel like the members should be more involved in certain activities and it not be limited to certain age groups and stuff like that.
Well, we should always present that to our director. I know that myself, when I do a class, I never put an age group. My age group is whoever walks in the building. So my age group is 6 to 18. If I could do it with a 6-year-old, I could do it with a junior, and I could do it with a teen. So that's why I do the podcast with everybody. And that's why I do photography with everybody. When I do a class, it's for everybody. I never do only a 6-year-old can do this, only a 12-year-old can do. No, I don't do that. If you're in the building, you can do it. So We just have to present that to our director, or our directors, because we have dual directors, and just tell them, hey, this is what I'm thinking about. Let's try it, and we'll take it from there. Right. But they should be open to suggestions. I mean, I don't think we have directors that are not open to suggestions. So I think if you bring it up, they'll consider it.
I agree.
No. So what about you?
I don't got any thoughts.
Come on, you've been here for 4 months. You have any thoughts? It has to be different
than
when you were a member.
I started a new activity.
Okay, what's your activity?
The film analysis.
Okay, so talk to me. That's the area that I'm in. Film analysis.
Yeah.
Is that just a fancy word of saying you watching movies?
No, we watch movies and then we discuss them afterwards. Of like why this happened, why that happened. We then answer questions onto like how the stories that were told in that movie could be implemented into their own lives.
Right. Do you do anything like with camera angles? Do you do anything about Alfred Hitchcock? Are you giving them like a history of filmmaking, or you just like I'm watching 2 movies on Netflix and then we're gonna talk about it?
The difficult part is we can't watch anything that's not PG. It has to be PG.
It's probably a million movies.
But some of them are like basically the same thing. Like,
how are you picking your movies? From movies that you've seen, from experience, or for things that you just interested in?
It's because I have taken like
film class.
Yeah, film classes before in my school. So the same lessons that were implemented when I was a student, I'm using it as a...
Okay. I have a curriculum downstairs of 180 pages of film analysis like you're talking about from the DOE, from the Department of Education, if you ever want to look at it. But it is 180 pages. I'm going to let you know. They're talking about everything. They're talking about the camera angle, the cinematography, the microphones. They're talking about everything. I mean, I would like to do something like that too. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Maybe we'll touch base one of these days. But that's it. What's going on? You've been here. You're young here. Are you ready for the summer? You think you're ready for what summer camp brings?
I'm excited for the summer.
Why are you excited? I know why I'm excited. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of kids. My boy Benjamin's coming back. MVP 2 years in a row. And when I give him this podcast, he's going to go crazy. And that was his sister that was here? What's the name? I forgot her name. Real cute. She was real small. I adore her. But she's going to be in here doing the podcast. It's going to be so much fun.
I'm excited because when I worked in SYP, we weren't allowed to go on every single trip. But now that I'm a staff, I get to go on every single trip. And
then you probably complain that you're on every single trip now because it's going to be hot out there. You're going to be watching kids. You're going to be in the water when you didn't want to go in the water. Before you get to stay on the sideline and be on your phone and play around a little bit. No more of that. You got to go in there and wet your hair.
I like the pool.
Me too. I love the pool. I have no problem going in the pool.
For real.
I go in the pool at 10 o'clock. I leave at 4 o'clock. Okay, come on, kids. Let's go. I have no problem with it.
I was staying there all day. I'm not even joking.
You can rent the pool, too. Like, if you want to do a little pool party. I was thinking about that. I might do it.
What?
Yeah, I might do it for my 51st birthday. I got to go out with it. Huh?
Money team?
What?
Are you money team?
A money team what?
Because you're renting out a whole pool.
So it costs a couple of dollars, and if you're gonna rent out anywhere, you have to pay for it. So hopefully I get a staff discount. But even without that, it's nothing crazy. It's like $250 an hour or something like that. So you rent it out for 3 hours, $750.
Oh yeah, I did that with my Sweet 16. I had it in the Kibbs Bay on Castle Hill.
Oh.
I rented it out.
This is what we do. We go over here with it. I'm gonna wake you guys up. I'm gonna throw you a cricket. See, that's when there's no conversation, you throw the crickets.
That's Lewis's fault.
Yeah, so my fault.
Lewis doesn't want to talk.
What do I have to?
Come on, guys. There's something.
I'm
talk about life.
I'm not gonna rent out a pool for $750.
Talk about life. What's going on? You're 21.
Yeah.
All right. She's 21. She's in the prime of her life. I see her.
How old do I look?
She got a good dating schedule. She's out every Friday. I got love for that. That's nice. She's
so what are you trying to say? I'm not out?
No, I don't know if you're out in the streets like that, but I'm just saying that you're a young adult. Like, what's going on in your life? Are you planning? Are you taking classes, some classes, or what are you doing? You got a younger sibling that you just had, and come on, let's talk about these things. Your mother still hasn't made me my potato salad for 6 years ago, but it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Come on, man. We can't end a podcast just with a whole bunch of silence.
Why is there so much pressure on me to talk?
It's about anyone.
Julio, grab a mic. Come sit down and talk.
Julio, don't talk. Yeah, Julio talk. You can't even see Julio on the film. I said, Julio's here. He's like the invisible man right now.
Julio's like Jack, like Superman. For those who
Julio
are
is the one behind the scenes. He's editing these things and making you sound pretty. I always sound pretty. Pretty man.
He sounds like this. That's how he sounds.
Pretty.
Like.
Come on, man.
I've been working out.
Okay. My wife wants me to work out. You know what's gonna happen? It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I never been to a gym. I was talking to Haley about this. I keep it real with you. I've never been to a gym. I've been inside, like upstairs, and I don't think I've been to a workout gym. Maybe when in a hotel or something, you know, if I stay over. That's just not my thing.
You don't
I like to ride bike.
necessarily need to work out though in a gym.
What you gonna do? Talk to people?
No, I work out at my house.
Okay, that's true. I can't work out at my house. I got 2 kids.
I mean, they could do it with you. My sister does it with me.
Okay. How old is your sister?
She's like 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
I don't know.
My kids ain't doing that. My wife ain't doing that. I need to get out the house.
Okay, so then go.
I'm gonna start riding bike. I'm gonna ride bike. I'm gonna take my bike and take it to get this annual setup. You know, get the tires and everything done, and I'll be back on the bike. I was thinking maybe in the summer I'll start riding bike to work over here, which is not that far, but I have to check and make sure that my car's on alternate side for the day before and all that stuff. If I got to carry a bag because we're going on a trip, it gets too complicated for me. But I'm gonna try. Let's see where it goes.
Honestly,
you know, I'm getting older, man.
You see, I don't work out.
Well, you know, you're naturally beautiful,
Exactly.
so it's hard to compete with you.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm a Greek god.
Well,
okay. Well, we didn't say all that, but
Yeah.
But
okay.
I'm naturally beautiful. Greek gods were. I'm not gonna even
I don't know
explain
if
my
I'm
joke.
naturally beautiful. He's not a jokester. That we could.
I am a jokester.
I mean, you know, for 6-year-olds, they might appreciate this and be like, "Oh, he's so loose, it's so
Listen,
funny."
I gotta be PG.
said,
This is a PG podcast.
I understand that, but you're not funny to us as
Yeah.
adults or
If I
young
make
adults. We're not
how much you
funny.
want to bet I'm making all the listeners laugh right now?
No, you're not. Shout outs to the people that are listening throughout the country. I always like to give a shout out. This is my commercial part right here. Please keep giving us a thumbs up and giving us good feedback so I could know if everything's going well. We're gonna pretty much start winding this season down, and we're gonna start getting focused on season 2, which is crazy. This is our first year doing it. But I think at 100 we have to stop. I think 100 is my number. I think at 100 we have to stop and start focusing for next year. And I think we're also going to start adding video to the whole podcast. So hopefully that'll work out.
You know what you should do?
Please tell me.
Have a big celebration for your 100th podcast.
You know what? I was trying to do a big celebration for my 2000 listen, which was authorized, and I have. But you guys are not participating. Let's keep it 100 right now. I'm going to talk to you guys.
If you get more celebrities in here, I will participate.
No, but this is the whole thing. This is what gets me upset about you guys. If you were to do a class, like you're doing a film class, you say, "Hey, Mr. Ish, come by, see what how my film class is going." I'm going to be the one that goes over there and checks it out. If you're doing a gaming class and you say, "Mr. Ish, come over here so you can check it out," I'm going to be that person. I'm going to give you feedback. I'm going to let you know, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that." So when I bust your chops about the podcast, believe me, I'm hustling every day. It's not only you guys. Everybody that I know, when you talk to me, it's about the podcast. My daughters is about the podcast. Everything is about the podcast because that's word of mouth. I'm trying to sell myself. So I don't have no help. I don't have a budget that's doing multimedia. I don't have internet. I don't have anything else. I'm not on Facebook like that. I'm not on the gram or TikTok or whatever the hell you're talking about. So it's me knowing people. And I told this person tells that person, and I call somebody in Japan. I call somebody over here, and I make sure they listen. So yes, I bust your chops about it, but you're in the building with me every single day. If you can't support me, then how someone out of the building should support me? That's the way I look at it.
I agree.
So, yes, I busted chops about it. But with 80 episodes in, y'all got to listen to at least 20 of them. Something has to be interesting to you. I'm trying to put you on so you're interesting so you can listen to your own stuff. So it's not like oh, I don't want you on my podcast. I'm opening the doors to everybody. You want to talk about how you mop the floors? Let's talk about it. It's exciting. Someone out there is going to be excited about it. So let's talk about it. So I'm not shutting down on anybody, but I really would prefer that you guys listen to it and see, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, Mr. Ish, maybe we could do this. I'm willing to work with anybody at any time. That's the difference between me and any other worker here. That's the only difference. She knows it. She was here for a while. when she was when you were doing what is it, SYEP, I treat you the same way I'm treating you now, right?
Yep.
And I was always anxious, and whenever she did something good, I would say, "Hey, that's kind of good." They're looking at you. They're looking at you. You're standing out. You may be working here sooner than you think. That's exactly what happened. So,
true.
and I don't know you. Well, you probably listen to him if you ever listen to the podcast. Miss Lowdy, she's like one of the people that I brought in here from the school I work in, and she's been wonderful. And it's just a matter that she listens to me and she tries things, and because she tried things, she stand out. So don't be afraid of trying things, like this podcast. You want to talk now, Lewis? That's enough for you?
What? Why is she's here?
She's talking to me. She said, "Yes, that's true."
I'm not trying to interrupt your speech. You were doing a whole.
That's what a podcast
Malcolm
is.
X
You
thing.
you could interrupt me here. You know how downstairs you interrupt me when we walking in and you joking with me? This is the time to do it. Do it on the radio.
You want to talk about something I'm passionate about right now?
Yes, please.
Let's talk about The Mandalorian. Oof, that show.
Wonderful show. Little Yoda, the bomb. And they
Baby
started
Yoda.
Baby Yoda. And they
Little
starting to
Yoda.
sell the toys, and I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna put them right here, Baby Yoda.
Robot. They have a robot that opens the eyes and everything and talks. I'm buying all that.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a good series. What else are we watching? Anything on Netflix that we should be watching?
High Fidelity on Hulu.
Lucifer.
I haven't watched that. I'm not into that yet. I gotta check that out.
It's really good.
I saw something called Six Underground.
Oh, my
Oh,
dad
that
said
movie
it
was
good.
trash.
You didn't like it?
That's the one with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I watched 30 minutes of it. I was like,
no,
this is too
it's a
fake for me.
goodie. It's a goodie.
My dad said
It's
it
Michael
was
Bay, the
Yeah.
one that did the
Transformers.
Transformers. Yo, it's a goodie.
I didn't like
There's
it.
some good car scenes. There's some good fighting. There's a lot of killing. I mean, this is not for this podcast. Sorry, this is supposed to be rated G, but it's a good violent movie for young adults.
No, but High Fidelity, that TV show, best one on Hulu. I watched it up.
I was watching the Memphis Bleak yesterday.
What's that?
The Amazon show on. It's like the behind the scenes of how he got arrested and all his case and all that stuff.
Sounds interesting.
It's a little interesting. I was also watching the one with Al Pacino, the new one.
The Nazi Hunter one? I want to
Yeah,
watch
I
that.
watched the first 2 episodes, and the other 4 watched me. I was out. I woke up and I was like, "What episode am I to? I'm on to 6. All right, let's keep it from there." And I just started watching them from 6. The first scene, I ain't gonna lie to you. On the first scene in that
The first episode?
first episode, gangster episode. I was like, "Yo, they crazy."
You know what's gangster? Ozark. That show
Yeah,
is
but
gangster.
I'm waiting for what's the next season coming out, right?
March 27th.
Yeah, that's a good show.
It's a good show. You should
Never.
get
I
into it.
don't even-
Oh, it's a really good show.
I don't watch a lot of TV shows.
And I watch Narcos. Have you seen that yet?
No.
The new one?
I wanted to get
I already
into
finished
it.
that.
Have you seen Last Kingdom? It's like Game of Thrones.
I'm not fascinated by Game of Thrones.
No, but it's
I
like
don't
the-
that fantasy stuff.
Oh, okay.
I started
Game of
watching
Thrones is
Witches.
too, like,
There was
The
something
Witcher?
called Witcher or Witches or whatever. It's all right. It's okay. I'll
Games
rock
of
with
Thrones
it.
is too like English for me.
Game
like,
of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Games of Thrones.
I watch a lot of political stuff now.
Yes.
Like I watch Channel 14, which is MSNBC, like every day for 2 or 3 hours in the nighttime. I watch Bill Maher, the
the
Showtime,
talk show guy.
and I watched Last Weekend. It's called-
With Oliver something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oliver
he's
Green.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm in. It's time to vote, man. It's time to make a change.
Bernie Sanders.
I mean, I've been voting for a while, but I mean, we have to make a change. We got to get this guy out of here. This guy's a
real.
criminal.
I'm only voting for Bernie
Not
Sanders.
for nothing, but I look good on camera. Just looking at myself. Well, look, I gotta appreciate it. I know you guys got to set up and all that. So this was just a teaser to get you guys in here. Come up with some topics. We should definitely reach out and start talking about that film class. That's kind of dope. I know you want to do that gaming class, so don't fall back on that. I think you should do it anyhow.
yeah, I know.
We're getting new systems and all that, but I think we should start the gaming system. A gaming class from a board game to eventually to something like that. Work on that. I can help you out. And this is Mr. Ish. You know what time it is? It's time for us to go, bro.
Check. 1, 2.
Daddy, you did
check,
podcast?
Check.
Shut you down, right? Daddy, you did podcast?